Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Daniela, and if you're new here, I make upcycling videos and also some basic tutorials for sewing. In this video, we will be seeing how did I make this dress by using my mother's old sari. And this is going to be a cutting video. I will upload the stitching video later. So without any further delay, let's get into it. So I will be cutting the front and the back part together. So I have taken 2 layers and folded them. So after folding, we have 4 layers now. So let's start with marking the bodice measurements. I have marked my reference line and all the measurements will start from here. I will start with the shoulder across, and since our shoulders are always sloped, I will mark 1 inch down and create a slope like this. Then I will mark the same measurement as shoulder across and come down and draw a straight line. Then I'll mark my shoulder to bust measurement and draw a horizontal line at 9.5 inches. And then I will mark 1/4 of my bust measurement on that line. I will also extend the upper bust line and mark 1/4 of my bust measurement plus 1/4 of an inch extra for ease. Then I'll mark my shoulder to waist measurement at 15 and draw a horizontal line. As you can see that the top is not very fitted, so I will mark 1/4 of my waist measurement plus 1/2 inch, and then I will join these 3 lines like this. Then I will mark my round armhole. I will mark the midpoint and then come 1/2 inch inside for the front armhole because front armholes are deeper than the back armholes, and then join it with the upper bust line using a curve. You can use the French curve if you have, but you can also do it with freehand. For the back armhole, I am just going to use the middle point. Now I will mark the neckline at 2 inches on the shoulder, and then you can see how deep you want your neckline to be. And I am taking a V neckline. I am also keeping the back neckline as V, so I will also mark that. So the upper bodice markings are done. Now we will move on to the bottom part, which is going to be asymmetric. First, I'll mark the length of the longest side, which is 33 as I have taken it, from the waistline. You can see how flare you want your bottom part to be, and then connect it with the waistline. So this is what I have done, and once this is done, go ahead and cut it. Make sure you cut the back pattern first and then the front pattern. Once you have cut the patterns, open both the sides so we can mark the asymmetrical measurements. I want the length of my shorter part to be 23 from the shoulder line. So I will mark that point here, and then I will not directly make a straight slope till the bottom, but instead I will come 1 or 1.5 inch inside, and then I will create a slope. I will do the same thing at the bottom part as well. I will come 1.5 inch or 1 inch inside, and then I will join that point from the top point. Join it with a straight line. Then go ahead and cut the bottom part of the straight line. Once you have done this, your asymmetric kurta cutting is done. Now let's move on with the cutting of the pants. Now for the pant, the width of the fabric should be 1/4 of your hip measurement plus 4 inch, and mark the crotch depth at 1/4 of your hip measurement plus 1 inch. So this is your crotch line. I marked a point at 2 inch, and then I will draw a straight line. Here I will create the curve for the crotch. So I marked the 2 inch on the vertical line, and then I created a curve like this. So this is my crotch curve. Now on the other side, I will mark a point at 1 inch or 1.5 inch inside on the waistline, and then connect it with the crotch line like this. I will go ahead and do the same at the bottom of the pant as well. So I will go ahead and mark a point at 1.5 inch and then connect that point with the crotch line. Now go ahead and cut the fabric around these measurements, and then you will have something like this. I have also removed the folded part, so it looks like this. Now this is done for the front part. For the back pattern, I will take the width of the fabric to be 3 inch more than what I had taken for the front fabric. Then I will keep my front pattern on the back and then on the crotch line I will extend it by 2.5 or 3 inches. On the waistline, mark 1 inch downwards and make a line like this. Also do the same thing for the line below the crotch line and then mark points at 1 inch. Join them with a straight line and then connect these points with a curve on the crotch line. So you will have something like this. Also mark the curves on the other side as well. So these are the ones, and I will just trace them on my back pattern, and once that is done I will go ahead and cut it.